Hello everyone. Welcome to our quantum psychic Akashic readings, clearings, and healings. We're here today live from across either side of the Atlantic. How are you, Viviane, and welcome?
I'm great, thank you. I always look forward to being here with you and our lovely chat.
Likewise, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm excited that today we just had one live to join as well, which is fantastic. Not the three that I accidentally created last week.
Mm-hmm.
And welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining. I was going to share a couple of things just before we start, and um, just to remind everyone, please do put your requests for us in all
Mm-hmm.
capitals, and we'll tag these, and then we will randomly select from them. And if your name's called, please just say hello in the chat. But yeah, the so one thing we always do, both during the sessions, but also prior to it, Viviane and I also create a safe space. And as we were doing so today, I the first thing is a I can only describe it as a dream recollection
Mm.
and a persistent repeating dream, and I feel you were there, Viviane. There's a few of
Oh,
us there. We
wow.
were floating not far away from the surface of the sun, and
Wow.
we were saying we were looking at the sun and we were paying attention to its behaviors and a lot of the activity that's going on, especially the, the side facing the earth. And we were saying, do you think it's ready? Do you think it's going to happen yet? Do you think it's about to happen? Is it happening now? Um,
Wow.
Like, that's right. I keep having, and it's a glimpse. It's a very short experience. Perhaps we're on a rota. We're going in, and we're the Earthlings going in to check in on the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I do feel like, I don't know about you guys. I definitely feel the increase in activity, and it's no longer just from the sun. It's coming reflecting back up from the Earth as well. And the second aspect was what I can only describe as activation. So my
Mm-hmm.
crown chakra immediately started going through another activation, and I could feel this cord coming from the left side of my crown chakra up, reaching up into my higher self, up to my soul star chakra, and just pushing on the bandwidth that I can safely absorb at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how about you, Viviane? Have you been experiencing anything full stop?
Well, I've been experiencing my right ear light pressure, and I feel like this pulsing, like a heartbeat throughout the day. And my heart space in the mornings now I feel like a light pressure.
Mhm.
um, so yeah, this has been often, pretty much every morning, and throughout the day is the year. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, these do feel. Um, I used to describe these as ascension symptoms, which
Mm-hmm.
is true. And Donna Marie is saying, "OMG, I got that too, John," and
Wow.
some others asking what it feels like, and I know from some clients they've been experiencing a whole variety of different experiences,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I feel one really important at a logical human level
Mm-hmm.
to keep in mind is that these do pass, that they come and
Yes.
go. And so it's not something, for example, ringing in my ears. When that first happened to me, as a musician, I thought I had tinnitus and that my music career was over. And
Yeah.
now I'm much more relieved that my music career might be over for other reasons, or maybe never started, but nothing to do with my ears. um, and yeah, I do now. And I think I
Mm-hmm.
say it a lot in these live streams, don't I? That my ears start. That in fact, they just started ringing just now, and it's
Mm-hmm.
quite a high frequency on. Often now it's on both ears.
Yeah.
Um, but I do feel that the communication with my guides is when my ears ring the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get the ringing sometimes, and more often it's a vibration that I feel without the ringing. Yeah, it's very
Mhm.
noticeable.
And I did make a promise to Mother Gaia as we were creating the safe space, which was, she said, tell them to ground, tell them to ground. So
Yeah.
doesn't mean go and hide underground. You don't need to do that, or at least not yet. Hopefully never. And for what it's worth, I don't think hiding underground's ever going to help anyone. But I do, as a reminder, as I'm right now barefoot, you're going walk outside. You can go and stand on stone, grass, mud, water, sand, whatever you have, no matter where you are in the world. And I know it gets very cold in some places, but even doing it briefly, and just imagine that you're a pint glass of water like up to your head, and that you're draining out this dirty water, this any discombobulated static like energy, just, and anything that no longer serves you, including your negative self-talk, release it out all the way down through your feet, through your hands, and through the base of your root chakra, deep into the earth, for Mother Earth to transmute. So yeah, I hope that that helps. Emily's asking, so you're saying I shouldn't become one of the mole people? I don't know. I've not met the mole people, but maybe depend to the give good discounts for things. But it's incredible in our history, right, that so many civilizations have lived underground, and lightly still do in at very least in different realms. Anyway, that's for another podcast and show sometime. Right. Well, you're busy putting your requests in, so I'll get busy and create the safe space, and we can get started. So, if you'd like to join us creating this safe space, please do, as it helps create a clear and ethical environment for us to work today. And to do so, please begin by taking in a deep breath through the nose and breathe out what no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves you, nice and loud. Continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And focus your attention on the center of your heart, where your golden divine spark enters your human form. And from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head, extending up into the sky and reaching up into the stars, all the way up through the highest frequencies and dimensions of this universe, until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe, and there connect in your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Feel into that oneness, that unity, that unconditional love of source, and remain connected as you extend your light cord down to the stars, through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, this time, from the center of your heart, extend your cord of light downwards, down through the root of your spine, and go deep into the earth, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And as you arrive at the very center of the earth, connect in your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. And we take this opportunity to send so much love to Mother Gaia and allow her to send her love back. Remain connected to Gaia's heart and extend your light cord back up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with light of source above and Mother Gaia below, expand out your own light from the center of your heart to surround you as a golden bubble about 2 meters out to each side, above and below you, in front and behind. And set the intention that only energies and entities with your permission, your highest good and your love and compassion can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. All other energies and entities must leave you immediately. Into your safe space, invite in your guides, your higher self, your ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. We request at this time their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, assistance with receiving messages and healings that we receive today. And through space and time, I create a golden protective bubble around this whole session today for everyone joining us live and in the replay from both John Binney and Viviane Heller's YouTube channels. And I set the intention that only energies and entities with Viviane and I's permission, with all of our highest good love and compassion, can see us, access us, or exist within this session space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. And into the session space, inviting in for Viviane and I, our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And I'd like to set the intention for today's session. We're here to assist everyone who places their requests, from which we will randomly select for quantum psychic and Akashic readings, clearings, healings from your past lives, your healings in this life, readings from the Akashic records, your past, present, and future, whatever we can assist you with reasonably. And once you put your requests in all capitals, we will randomly select them. And if your name is selected, please say hello in the chat so that we can offer you the best service. And with that, we will get started.
Mhm.
Hello to everyone that's joined since we've been setting up. Thanks for all your messages, which Viviane and I are now racing to tag between us.
Yes.
Fantastic. It's not a race, Viviane, but I think I won.
Yeah, you did. We'll go one more. One more.
Wonderful. Well, it'll be time for some music, and we can start with, who would you like to choose first, me or you, Viviane?
You may go first, John.
Okay. Okay, choosing first request. Okay, Lisa F. I'm guessing you're still here because I think I saw you just say something. Thank you for your request. As I read it out and turn the music off, just please feel free to say hello in the chat. Okay, very good, John. Yes, you're here. Fantastic. Thank you. So you said you're guided to bless your water, but drinking filtered water was also mentioned. Does this mean our city water is not for your highest good? Guidance, please. If possible, healing for your left arm. Feels like two things. Should we do one each?
Yes. Okay.
What would you like? The arm or the water?
I'll send healing to the arm.
Okay.
You were talking about water, so maybe earlier this time.
Because I accidentally brought two waters as well, and now I'm like,
Yes.
oh. And they're both okay. They're Scottish tap water, but you know we still we still have our own additives in Scotland. Okay, so let me just first connect with Lisa in your guides. So I'm just being shown quite a lot of detail about what happens when you, specifically Lisa, are drinking water. So the first thing, and your guides were very how to describe it, very inclusive in this message by saying that, first of all, this is just for Lisa. And I don't mean that ironically. I mean that they wanted to make sure that this message about water isn't, necessarily followed by everyone. But if it resonates with you, it's okay to follow this guidance. So the first thing I saw, Lisa, as you were about to drink some water was there's energy in water. So one of the things we obsess a bit about as humans is, oh, I wonder where it came from, and I wonder what humans added to it or removed from it. And yet, one of the big things that we forget about is the energy, and that is the most dominant. So that's even more dominant than any what we'd perceive as physical toxins within water. And so what your guide showed me was that sometimes, Lisa, when you're drinking water, your body, and they show me specifically as it comes down the gullet and makes its way downwards, that the water for your body, Lisa, can be a little bit of a shock because of the energy in the water. So this is why they said for you, the blessing of the water is really helpful for you, because where your water is coming from and the journey that it takes, it's absorbing a lot of negative energy. And that doesn't mean to say that you should or shouldn't drink it. It just is. And filtered water, you can filter physical toxins from water, but it's more difficult to filter out the energy without using consciousness. And good news is you're a beautiful, conscious being, and you can help. So let me just ask them the advice they have for blessing your water. So you to hold it close to your chest. So if you filled up a glass like this, you'd hold it to your chest like this. With the base of it, you can't quite see because the text, but it's just over your heart. And then from your heart, send in this beautiful, loving energy. And you can say this out loud. I bless this water for my highest good. I release anything to earth that no longer serves me. And I send unconditional love from my heart and from the highest dimension of source above to supercharge this water I will drink. And then just before you drink, imagine your heart opening up gently to receive it, and that you're drinking into your heart. And although physically that's not what happens, this is how your heart will receive the energy. So you can drink filtered water too. That's absolutely fine. And things like calcification of the pineal gland are definitely real. And I've personally had some benefits from in the past of drinking filtered water, but it's totally up to you. So I hope that helps for the first part. How did you get on with the healing, Viviane?
I actually saw when I focused on Lisa, I saw a line going from the side of her neck to the shoulders and all the way to her left arm. When it reaches the arm, the line became a spiral. And I asked Archangel Michael, what was that all about? And I got that it was related to ascension. And I asked Archangel Raphael to assist me with sending energy to that area, starting from the neck all the way down. So we know that the left side is the receiving side. So I guess I don't know if this says pain. Because she asked for healing. I just okay, I'm not seeing any comments yet, but that's so yeah, I started sending healing energy to her left arm, and then I'll ground the energy.
And the left side's all about receiving, so that would also make sense. And I must admit, sometimes I get a little bit surprised that for all that are archangels and galactic federations and spirit guides are so all-knowing and powerful. It's kind of true that they're not all-knowing, and they especially don't really know what it's like being human, many of them. And I do feel that that is a challenge, that we're the experts being human. So when it feels that it's a bit too much, then you can ask for things to back off a bit. And Lisa is saying, I hurt my arm and back last summer.
I just thought it was interesting that the line was a spiral, but let me check a second. Excuse me, that's why I asked. And I see the spiral line vibrating with the healing energy, and then loosening it up and becoming a straight line. I hope that helps you, Alyssa, and please do drink lots of water. We're talking about water, but we
Yeah,
just
it makes me thirsty. Lisa F was asking about calcification. So calcification is perhaps, without being constrained about our language or use of these terms or the label of pineal gland calcification, is that some people believe that what things like fluoride and other toxins that are in water are designed to calcify. So imagine your pineal gland, which is about the size of a pea, being surrounded, encased by matter, which is unhelpful to your use of, for example, your third eye or your crown chakra. In simple terms, calcification can be seen as a way of dimming our psychic abilities or shutting them down. I do feel there's some truth to it. However, I also feel that, just as with everything, that because everything is energy first, there's no real physical constraints you can put on us. And that's really important, right? Because when that becomes your belief system and becomes your knowing, you realize you're truly unstoppable. It doesn't matter what they put in your skies and your water and your food, in the news, whatever happens. And I don't. I know I live in Scotland and we're renowned for having beautiful water, and we do have amazing tasting water, but they still do add fluoride in it. And I stayed at Reservoir last week, and I could see the big lorry turn up with all the fluoride, and thinking, wow, I'm drinking from that. But the reality is, for me personally, is I've drunk it on and off, filtered water on and off, and yes, there have been some differences in my third eye, in particular, on and off. But now that I drink, unfiltered water again, I don't feel any difference when I go on or off it. And maybe in part because I'm just so active with my third eye every day that, you know, as one example, that it's not holding me back. But yeah, feel free to share your experiences in the chat. And there's some suggestions there from Kibo about Celtic sea salt. How lovely. I'm a big salt fan. Okay.
I like sea salt in my food.
On chips or well, here they would call them crisp. I also love it on fries or
Oh yeah.
fries or chips, you'd call them, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much anything. Okay, it must be your turn.
Yes, and I just want to show quickly a comment that
Oh, please do.
we have.
And hello to all 66 people in our live stream across both channels.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
On the channel. Let's see. I just want to. Yes, it's from. Okay, Perm 1212 Perm. She's saying, thank you both for working on my brother Emrit last week. He appears much lighter. The The 5 dark entities Viviane saw around his head haven't or have not left, even though creators say they must. Please have them leave. I believe John took care of everything that needed to be taken care of last time we were alive, when you assisted regarding the entity, and you did it in a safe manner. That was according to, we were doing this on live stream, so I wouldn't say that. I'm sorry, go ahead, John, say if you have a comment. No.
No. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. My memory's not amazing, right? But I do remember parts of that. Was that where the entities were in the aura?
Yeah, it was an entity, and then you did it in a safe way, so it would be almost like not affecting, as if you create a space that was
Oh yeah, I had
part
to
of the
take them out
live
of the group, didn't
stream.
I? Yeah,
Yeah, so,
that's right.
and you saw the entity, and I saw what looked like blocks around the head,
Mhm.
and you took care of it.
Yeah. The one thing we can't do is if someone just invites them back in, then they'll be back, consciously or subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if there's a request for us to, if we come up again to randomly pick, we're happy to look at it again, or feel free to book a session.
Yes. Thank you, John. And let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and select our next request.
Thank you.
Thank you all for posting your requests in caps. Deanne, DFL rocks. Please say hi in the chat if you're still here.
Deanne's here. So this is a question. Deanne's asking, does it help to ask for a clearing if people are not willing to make healthier choices and take responsibilities for their life?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not all of those are completely connected. If I'm to help answer that question, if you want to clarify it any further, Deanne, please do. If you're asking for a clearing, let me know. I would say, first of all, it is really important that people ask for healings, clearings, readings, and that we never tell other people to, you need to clear your energy, or you got something attached to you. These are things I would never say to someone unless it asked for help, and unless it was within a safe space for which, and a private space for someone. And then for making healthier choices and taking responsibility, we all have free will choices. So, including the Father's Day binge I had on the slightly healthy sweets. She did try. My daughter bought me these beautiful sweets. I ate a lot of them. Right, they were not the healthiest choices for me to make yesterday, although I ate a lot of fruit and had some lovely exercise. And it's ironic after doing a whole video about psychic scanning your food, but we're all human, right? And yeah, taking responsibility of our lives, we all get that free will choice, right? So that's me just answering your questions. But if you want Deanne, if you want a clearing for you specifically, let us know. If you have anything else to add or agree or disagree with Viviane.
Yeah, I'll go with the free will. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I don't see a question from Deanne. Okay. I would so.
Deanne says, okay, I'll take a clearing.
Okay, I know I see it. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
I see two darker areas, and they're just above the shoulders and head, and in the auric field of Deanne.
Mm-hmm.
These are two. I'm not clear if this is from one or two different entities, because the entity could be quite large. They are trying to attach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking Deanne's higher self and guides if they know anything further about any more conscious awareness of this. Just helping you push your boundaries out, first of all. Set the intention that only energies and entities with Deanne's permission, highest good, love, and compassion can see them, access them, or exist within the space or within them. And there is some movement already. Archangel Michael is just moving.
Mm-hmm.
I describe it as moving in on this entity, and it is a single entity. It's a cloud with two darker patches that it was holding around Deanne. So just pushing it out of the session space. A regular practice with your boundaries would really help. You may enjoy the spirit guide meditations for negative entity removal and protection. Deanne, I'll just post that into the live stream. What did you find, Viviane?
I felt I was drawn to the lower chakras, her sacral chakra initially, and then the root chakra, and she needs grounding, and yeah, I just felt like there was just air in the area, and she needs grounding. She needs to be connected to earth.
It sounds like good advice.
I sent golden light through her body, and yes, please ground because it felt like really like floating. It felt like the lower two chakras. Other than that, you took care of the aura. So yeah, I hope this helps at the end. Thank you for your request.
Yeah, I hope it helps. Yeah, the entity that I pushed away felt quite new
Mm-hmm.
in the last 2 or 3 weeks that it was gradually trying to make an advance.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it would have been successful or not, I don't know. But yeah, definitely invest in regular protection, daily protection for yourself. That will help. Investing energy. You don't need to pay for it. Okay, my turn.
Yes.
I will select use request. And if you've joined us, thank you for joining. Please put your requests in capitals,
Mm-hmm.
and we will randomly select them just like this. Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop. Sylvia. And you're asking, let us know, Sylvia, if you're here. Just like turn the music down and off. Let us know, Sylvia. Say hello in the chat. And you're asking, I felt a lot of shifting in the energy field. I didn't feel well in my body. Can you help? I can't explain it. Let us know, Sylvia, if you're here, and we can connect in and do our best to help. Calling on Sylvia. Let us know if you're here. This is the last call for Sylvia.
Mm-hmm.
And just a reminder to everyone, just keep an eye on your YouTube live status if you're still tracking to live, where it has this little red light showing that you're watching live and not trailing into the minus numbers where you'd be lagging behind, which can be frustrating when we call on you in real time and you're a few minutes behind us.
Yes.
Or if you leave, just let us know. That's helpful too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
Right, we'll
Sylvia.
try someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Since we didn't get Sylvia. Honey Pies. Let us know if you're here. Oh, and thank you. Honey Pies is here. Hello, Honey Pies. Thank you. CWB just saying hi, happy Monday, and also giving you guys super chat Thursday for your reading last Thursday. I didn't get a chance before the stream ended. No, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
That's really kind. And please do. You can also donate. We always leave a link in the description of the videos if you ever want to donate directly and not give any money to YouTube.
Yes.
Because these live streams aren't monetized either. Okay, Honey Pies. Good morning, loves. May I have a chance to receive an Akashic reading and healing? Blessed be everyone. Okay. I'll let you go first,
Mm-hmm.
Viviane.
I was drawn to her heart, and I heard "open your heart," and as I got closer to the heart, it was almost like I needed to dust off, remove some dust from above the heart, and I'm about to enter the heart. So I see a door opening, and I'm going to see the inside of her heart.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's interesting. I just saw a butterfly flying from the inside of her heart now.
Yay.
So I guess that's why you needed to open the heart and let the butterfly out.
I'm so excited to tell you what I got as well.
Mm-hmm. It was a blue butterfly.
Wow.
So there's, I heard again, open your heart, and I heard share your gifts. And now after opening the heart, there is a glow around the heart. Like I said before, yeah, it was kind of dusty, and now there's this glow around it.
That's lovely.
And that's from scanning her body.
Lovely. I opened the Akashic records, and
Mm-hmm.
the first of all, a lot of energy came through, really beautiful, powerful energy. And I saw Honey Pies, wait for it, walking to a door, and it's like, oh, what's happening here? And
Mm-hmm.
on the other side of the door is this really powerful, bright, light, abundant energy. And just to say that we have 77 in the chat. Um, and then Honey Pies opened the door and then turned to dust. And it's like, no, I don't think that doesn't seem good. And I was shown that the energy is the sun, and as I looked closer, she hadn't actually turned to dust, but dust had fallen away from her, and what was
Mm-hmm.
left was this beautiful, bright light being. And I said, "Can you help translate this more for us, because we're humans and we need clearer messages and stuff to do each day if it can help us." And your guide said, okay, so a practice for you each morning, and it's really simple, just opening up your front door, whether the sun's visible or not, and just taking a moment to allow your heart to relax and to open up to the new day. So if you, doesn't matter where you live, and you can do this, doesn't need to be outside or inside, it could even be in a window. The most important thing is just your heart opening and a focus of the sun. And I saw you opening your heart to your abundance. So there's this really beautiful, abundant energy, this very high vibration energy coming in. And the other reason, the other meaning behind being shown initially that you might turn to dust was that that's sometimes the feeling you have is, oh, there's only, this life is only going to have what's visible to me and perceivable, is that the word, that can be perceived by me. And that the latter is true. What you're being invited to is really open up your heart. And we saw that, Viviane saw that beautiful butterfly. That is you. It is you receiving all of the abundance. This includes financially, energetically, and the strongest feeling I had was also opportunities. And there's a little bit of pressure on that, which is there's a little bit of time pressure. Doing that as soon as you can and acting as soon as you can will help maximize those experiences for you. So yeah, I hope that helps you, Honey Pies.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I just find it funny every time I say your YouTube name.
Yeah, it's like a cute name, Honey Pies. Yes, thank you for being here. Okay. My
Whose turn?
turn.
Your turn.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're only 44 minutes in, but I already lost count.
Okay,
Okay.
resting. Next.
Please put all your requests in capitals, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll randomly select them. We're here every Monday and Thursday.
Always listen to what you say or what you do. Open their eyes, look to the skies, and their hearts will follow too.
Okay,
You
Blue
came
Land.
here.
Blue Land, please let us know if you're here.
Calling on Blue Land.
It's an animal question. How sweet.
Oh, yay.
Yes, please let us know if you're here.
And thank you, Deanne, for enjoying the music. I just released another album too. Album 171, Fight Back With Your Love. That's what it's called. Look at me remembering something in my life. I didn't. I even remember my name today. Look. Okay. So Blue Land is here.
Great. Okay, so.
And I'm really intrigued about, we can ask your guides, but intrigued about your name as well.
Yes, I thought about that too. So, okay, is there anything Tiny the cat and Maisie the dog, oh, how cute, want that I can do for them? Tiny the cat and Maisie the dog. So
anything that they want, you can do for them. Oh, Blue Land says a shade of blue relates to the spirit of the land that you live on. Oh, fantastic. Do you want to go first, since it's your specialty? No pressure.
sure. The first thing that I heard was I asked them both, and I heard we want you to be happy and to take good care of you the same way that you take care of us. These are the first things that I heard from them.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, that's very similar to the first thing I got.
And then we love you and we want you to love yourself. Then I heard, think about the joy and the peace that you feel when we are together, and take that feeling throughout your day. You know, yeah, treasure that, and they want you to feel that way all day long. Yeah, very sweet.
Oh, they are so sweet. I think the first seemed really similar. Yeah, looking after yourself. Maisie, or should I say, because this isn't directly from your pets, but this is more from you and your guides about your pets, was that Maisie has a softer heart and was asking to, yeah, for you to really look after yourself and just to be really gentle with Maisie's heart. I saw it as soft and gooey, and she wants to absorb a lot of negative energy from you. So just be mindful of that. And it's really hard. You know, I'm sure I'm in a similar position with my dog Patch. That I try and ground myself and clear myself, especially before I'm stroking him. And if
Yeah.
I've got a difficult situation to deal with, for example, a difficult negative entity removal or exorcism to do, I likely won't have him in the room, and I probably won't see him for a little while afterwards until I've been able to clear myself. Um, and then for Tiny, it was fascinating because this surprised me about a cat, or certainly the stereotype of a cat, which is Tiny likes to be, likes you to know where Tiny is, which I thought, as a cat, really? I thought cats like to just be, completely independent and just disappeared. But there's this feeling of, having independence, but just wanting to know. So a practice would be just asking, Tiny, where are you? And just because you're curious, oh, you're there. That's nice. you know, if that's what Tiny wants. So yeah, that.
I also just saw in his blue line saying she's the most empathetic one. Yeah, cats are. Oh, and Maisie is 16.
Wow.
I also saw. I don't know if this is what Tiny looks like, but I just saw a great tiger cat on a couch and stretching and showing the belly like in a very playful way. Okay, Tiny's 16 and Maisie's 17. Wow.
Wow.
No, yeah, all the cats that I had previously did not, unfortunately, did not live until 16, was like 16. And yeah, and they are, as John were saying, they are like filters to, absorbing all the energy around us and from us. He sleeps on the couch at night.
That's amazing, amazing age. And yeah, I think longevity, I do feel, is very much connected to us, right? So well done. That's some goals right there too. If
Yes, taking care of yourself the same way that you care and love for care for them and love them. Yeah, thank you for your question.
beautiful. And one practice I do with my dog Patch, a little Papillon, he's only sort of big, is when I'm stroking him from head to tail, which he really loves, and when I can tell he's relaxed and that he really wants it, is I imagine helping ground, unblocking his chakras as I run the hand down the spine and releasing it out to his root chakra into the earth. It never really occurred to me, especially when I was younger, that our pets always love that so much. And it does feel also you can give your pets permission, right? You can say, you can release anything you've been carrying for me. Just say it to them as you're petting them. Say, just, you can let this go now. You don't need to hold on to this, or at least on my behalf. I give you permission to release anything.
Yes, that's very important. And they are all about unconditional love, so they give us so much. Yeah, thank you for your request, Blueland, and sending love to you and Tiny and Maisie. I love their names.
Yeah, such great ages.
So your turn, John.
My turn, thank you. Okay, choosing the next request. Okay. Mark Rhoades, let us know if you're here.
Mark, your name sounds familiar to me. I think I've seen you in the chat. That's what I mean by that.
And just so I know Sylvia came back. If anyone has requested and we missed them, your request is still tagged, so you may still get another chance at us selecting you. It doesn't go away. Yeah, let us know, Mark, if you're here. Mark Rhoades, if I can spell your name right. Oh, you're here. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Just as I type, fantastic. So you're asking for healing on your right foot. Okay, let's take a look. It's interesting. I'm seeing an interaction between the right foot in particular, but it's also across the body with, this is magnetic energy of the ley lines where Mark lives.
I see something on the right foot too.
Yeah, what do you see?
It's interesting. I see the foot, and they're like around it. It looks like thorns, like from a rose, but and they're black. It's outlining the foot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see a small black ball. This could be the the rose of the thorns. It's like black. It is jet black.
Okay.
And it sits just above. It's interesting. It's on. What I know from reflexology, it's on the mid back area of the dorsal side, so that it's the top of your foot. And there's this push energy. This energy is pushing onto Mark, and it might be energy that could be received by Mark's body, but these are literally polar opposites. It's going to the wrong part. It's positive to positive, and it's causing this very negative interaction. I can start removing this. Just to unwind it first. Just asking if Archangel Michael or Mark's guides know what this is.
And then I just heard that song, Every Rose Has its Thorns.
Yeah. This is an elemental being that's trying to connect with Mark. Commune with Mark. It's struggling to do it though. And the communion is a partnership that Mark's done in past lives. I don't think Mark's done this in this life before. And it's certainly not really. Is this consensual, Archangel Michael? His answer is sometimes Mark saying yes to this in dreams. It seems a gray area. It is saying yes to I want more, I want to learn more, I want to understand more. this doesn't feel that it's full consent.
When you mention elementals, I saw a small being and its energetic form, like right on the right side of his foot.
Mm-hmm. I'm just this being is vibrationally, it's around the neutral point in the scale, so it's not. It can feel that it's an attack, but it is that would be oversimplifying it. It does feel like an opportunity for partnership, a potential partnership in the future. But for now, I've asked Archangel Michael to help with just pushing this small elemental being back out of the boundary of the home of Mark, so that Mark can, at some point, if he ever decides he wants to more freely connect, he can invite in that entity or connect more with the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. It moved back. Well, let's just see how. Have you taken a look at the rest of the body?
No. Let me do that now.
I just want to make sure everything's balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did see some similarities with Mark and the elemental. This is how Mark knows of this elemental being. It's from past lives, and so Mark's elemental origins. Origins are misleading. Past lives as an elemental, it's not the only past lives you've had. Because when I looked at Mark's nervous system, I saw this very ivy like nervous system that can reach down into the ground, and that's why this entity was interested in reconnecting and communing. I hope that helps. Just raise that awareness, Mark.
Yeah, I hope that helps. When I scanned the body, I saw a vertical line going through it, and it looked okay to me. And I didn't pick up anything off. So yeah, thank you for your request, and drink lots of water, Mark, and ground your energy too. Talking about that is good. Time for a sip.
Drink more water.
Excuse me, my turn now.
Thank you. Just making sure we've got everyone's request tagged.
Just a reminder, please post your requests in caps, and we're choosing them randomly. Okay, more here, sorry. And you just need to post once, please. Okay. We're going to be putting the right side of the starred comments.
Yeah, just double checking we've got everyone starred. I think we do.
Okay. Molly Dunra, please say hi in the chat if you're here.
Molly, Dunra, let us know if you're here. Yes, Molly's here. May I have a healing for my right arm and body scan healing?
Thank you. Okay.
Interesting themes this week of the right side. Did we start with the left?
We did a left arm, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a message from your body, Molly, about these experiences in your right arm, saying, "I saw you writing, and I saw you writing and making decisions, so taking action with your right hand, doing hand, um, and your body's saying, this is my way of telling you that you have friction towards this. We, as a team, Molly and your body, you have friction towards taking some of this action. And so this is your body saying, is just stop for a moment and feel through it and reflect on it. And if there's some fear that you are facing, to really acknowledge that and to just gradually face it, feel it, challenge it, thank it, release it, and then step through it, through that fear. And I don't know if you've done any work yet, Viviane, but I was shown, the very first thing I was shown was that right arm needs just a lot of really beautiful source light across the whole arm area.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, feel free to
Yeah.
share anything, Molly, that you're experiencing.
I saw she needs to move. I saw the body, the arm moving, wanting to move like a circular, big circular motions.
Oh wow, yeah.
Um, like, going like this and just
Mhm.
a few times. Let me, is there any?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I heard about the mobility, a feeling of stillness and aching. So I'm just bringing down source light first of all, and just filling the right arm. And there was a blockage up towards the right shoulder. I'm just removing out and grounding that down through lower chakras into earth. If you're still looking at the right arm, I'll just continue on through the rest of the body.
Mm-hmm.
Return to source or never return here again. I was shown this beautiful practice on Molly's saying you work in office, a lot of computer and writing. That
Mm-hmm.
explains, thank you, explains why I saw, now I'm going to try this as well, this really simple practice. Just before you type, I have a keyboard right in front of me, my laptop, is doing this with your right hand. So you know how we used to have little ink well, and you dip your quill
Mm-hmm.
pen into it,
Yes.
and then you would start
Yeah.
writing. I saw imagining that, but instead you're just tapping your right hand onto your heart, and imagine you're filling your hand with love energy, and then you start typing. And that, as you just like ink, as you're filling up your hand, it really seems to help, because I also heard for you heart hand connection. So writing with your heart, with your right hand. So it feels beyond just some of the health experiences you've had with your right hand. It does feel that as you continue to heal, you'll step more into a superpower as well. I hope that helps you. Nothing else really stood out across the other chakras. Just some routine clearing of the
Yes.
chakras.
I also got, I don't know what the weather looks like where you are, Molly, but it felt like it would be nice for you to be out in the sun if you could. I just felt like that. Feel when you talk about source energy, and I thought about golden light, and I thought about, okay, then they had this image about standing out in the sun. Would
That's
be
lovely.
also very good.
Wonderful. Is it my turn next?
Yes. Yes, I had
Fabulous.
to look at my note real quick. I was cheating.
If you can double check for me, we just want to make sure. We've had a lot of requests. Wow, you're probably on top of it more than I am. These all look starred.
I just got one more.
Oh, it's a new one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And yeah, still plenty of time to get picked. We are on for another 45 minutes.
Yes. And we are here every Monday and Thursday. So if you don't get a reading today, try again on Thursday.
Yeah. Okay, choose the next request randomly. That seemed important. That seemed important for the sound effect. I don't know why. Julie Moon, let us know if you're here. Julie Moon, you're asking healing to your knees. Here, yes. That was fast.
Great.
Get bonus points for responding so fast. Yeah, interesting. I must admit, as a runner, my relationship with my knees has always been a fascination. How long can I run before I have to, I don't know, start cycling or something at I'm 48 now, but how long can you do it? My knees just seem to be getting better all the time, so who knows the answer to that. I'll tell you when I'm 100. Okay, so let's help Julie with her knees. I think this is the third client that their guides have brought them forward sitting in a chair. And why do you keep, what's with the chairs, guys? I like people standing, and then I can see the energy flowing more easily. But it seems important. It's this aching energy. Almost burning sensation in your knees. Okay. Of course, all of this is a big education lesson for me. Whenever I complain about something, it's like, because we're trying to tell you something, John. It's like, okay. So I was shown that it's energy blocked, energy trying to make its way down into the earth, and your body's naturally doing this all the time. And that's why I was showing you sat, is because when you're sat down with the legs, with your knees at a right angle, the energy's stopping and then building up at the knees. And because I had that sensation yesterday, it's Father's Day, right? So I spent a lot of yesterday sitting down. But I just remember saying to my daughter, after we watched a 3.5-hour movie together, whatever the Hunger Games movie is with the one about snow, we watched that, and my knees were raging afterwards. And I just said, I've got to go and stretch my legs. And I got up and went and cut the grass. And this is what your guides were showing me, was that that it's not that they were showing me that sensation, reminding me that's what happens to me when my energy is blocked, when it's getting building up at my knees. Now, there's not you could describe this earth as there's never a normal day on earth. Everything's always quite turbulent energetically. And so the amount of energy that you're subjected to and that you want to release varies dramatically. So also a practice of just being able to listen to your body and do some stretching. I don't know what your mobility is like, Julie. It can be as simple as sitting and moving your legs around a little bit and changing position. And then also even some gentle regular breaks and walking. And I can help just release that energy down through you just now. But before I do, just wanted to check if you've done any of that already, Viviane.
I did not start the energy healing, but I just want to mention, it makes sense when we talked about the energy. It's interesting because I saw what looked like a white star. It was a white star in front of each knee. And then I heard, when you light a candle and you hear those like the crackling sounds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I heard that. Anyway, so that was different. That was the first time that I saw that, so it makes sense. There was this burst of energy there wanting to.
Makes sense. And Julie's saying, hurts when I bend it. Okay, thank you, Julie.
Okay.
So let's help release this energy. Bringing down source light from the highest dimension of source above. To clear, to heal, to energize, to unblock. To remove anything that no longer serves your highest good. And just working your way down. And your body's lighting up really nicely as I work my way down into the root chakra. Okay, so there's a blockage in your root chakra. Reminds me of when a sink is blocked, the plug hole, and it, when you put a plunger on it and you're pulling it up and down, there's this sensation.
Yeah, I can actually see that right. Yeah.
Just removing this blockage. Yeah, there is some sentience to this blockage as a negative entity. Return to source or never return here again. It was horrible. We use a little bit of dragon-like language, just gently, just help release that, rest that energy down through the kneecaps. See. Okay, just making sure the rest of the body's balanced. And I was showing you also placing your hands. Again, I'd have to stand up and do it, but placing your hands on your kneecaps, Julie, just before you're trying to move them, can also help you as well. So imagine when we do this instinctively when part of our body hurts, we like hold it, we cradle it. If this is your kneecap and you place your hand over the top and you're cradling that part of you, and talk to your knees and say, okay, here we go. It's time to bend, it's time to move. And just send them love as you do that will help you. It'll help that energy flow as well. It did seem like the biggest blockage was around the root chakra.
Yes. Oops. Yeah, it was an ugly thing that you removed from the root chakra.
Yeah, it was, right? It was hairy.
It was what?
It was hairy. It was
it was hairy.
It's like if I saw that anywhere, it wouldn't matter if it was in someone or not. Wow. Incredible.
Hairy and scary, sorry. So it's my turn, right?
Yeah, thank you. Please do put your requests in capitals, which will randomly pick them. And our pleasure, Julie. And a reminder to everyone, please do like and subscribe to both Viviane and my channel, because we're broadcasting on both. And yeah, feel free to donate as we do this. Well, it helps us maintain. I'm doing this work for you, full stop.
Yes.
We don't charge fees.
And we love doing
so
this by, support us by liking, sharing, subscribing, and making a comment. Also leaving a comment after the live stream helps us too. Okay,
Yeah,
Jules Niner, please say hi in the chat if you're here.
Jules Niner, are you here?
Okay, you're here. Thank you.
Yes.
I just saw. Okay, so let's see. We're asking for.
Oh, sorry, I thought John had stopped singing. He's still going. That John Binney guy, he's always singing. He's always writing songs.
My feet have felt like a little electricity pulsing and zapping in my feet at night. Is this a new connection since it coincided with the dizzy spells? Okay.
These are arcing. So the electricity is doesn't have a proper ground, and this electricity, like energy, is jumping, is bridging across the gap, which causes a tickly and slightly painful experience on your feet. Yeah, grounding will help. Let me see if there's anything more practical as well. Yeah, you can try a grounding. You get grounding mats, but they must have a different name for beds. A grounding sheet that you can lie on. The grounding just before bed will help you as well, so you're not being charged during the day. This is just a question, so we haven't been given permission for any healing or clearing. If you wanted help grounding just now, Jules Snyder, let us know.
Yes.
Yes, it's funny and it hurts at the same time. Yeah, please heal. Yeah, there's a lot of energy, and there's a channeling aspect to it as well. We're being asked, many of us were being asked to be conduits for ascension energy to come into Earth. So just helping ground you. And apologies in advance, Jules Niner, if you receive any more tickles or zaps as a result of this. And making sure you ground deep into Earth. So just helping you ground. Just picking up on, there are, as I came across the root chakra and then downwards, there are some overloads. Some aspects of you being overloaded as well. Just focusing on your grounding first, deep into Earth. Okay. Just take a look at your root chakra. Your root chakra says, you wouldn't believe what I got signed up for. So it's too much. It's too much. So this is a conversation you can have with your higher self, Jules Niner, and just say, higher self, perhaps we're taking on too much because you have volunteered for this. This is your soul higher self, and to some extent, you but you're all part of one consciousness, one team. So you can say, especially if it's happening the most just before you go to bed at night, say it out loud. Say, I'm only going to take as much as I'm ready for. I don't want to experience this pulsing and zapping tonight, please. Because there are literally billions of humans that can help with this. It doesn't need to, you don't need to take more than your fair share.
Yeah, I see a ball of energy also in her solar plexus. I heard the word womb, and then I saw this.
The solar plexus is definitely charged.
Yeah, it looked like, now looking into the ball of energy, looks like flames to me. No, I just see the orange and yellow flames moving.
I feel that this is the connection with the sun. This is the sun's excess of energy that Jules Steiner's channeling.
Mm.
But everything else looks fine. I hope that helps, Jules Steiner.
Yes, I hope it helps. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, for your request.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, choosing the next request with my special random selector. Polly. Just Polly. Polly, let us know if you're here.
And I see a comment from Kelly asking, what can we do if we're getting too much sun's energy? And Polly's here. Thank you, Polly.
It's a great question. Let me just stop John singing. Okay, I know I'm great at multitasking. I'll sing and talk at the same time. So we heard right at the start this beautiful message from Mother Gaia. Keep grounding. It's a great start. So walking barefoot on the grass, sand, water, earth, stone, whatever you have to hand. Grounding mats are also helpful. If you don't have any of those, yeah, thank you, Jules Niner, about my singing. You may also find various things like you might be lucky and have your radiators at home grounded and deep into earth. They can be helpful. Sometimes I lie on my back and put my feet on them. And trees and walking in nature, these are great ways of releasing what's already in you. And if you're receiving too much, you can also put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and ask your guides and higher self, please help me just receive the right amount for me at this time. Or if you feel like you've been taking a lot for a sustained period, then just say, I'd like a couple of hours off, tonight off, the weekend off. Say it out loud. That's really helpful. And also you'll also find that talking about these sensations, these experiences to each other, to other humans, even if they're not going through it or believe in any of this kind of awakening stuff or ascension or the sun's activities, just sharing how you're feeling brings your body's awareness to the fact, like, hey, they're talking about me again. It's like John's talking about his body again. He's telling others how he feels, and it brings a lot of conscious awareness to it. And if anything, it'll help as well. You feel less crazy than maybe less crazy than I feel when I'm describing some of my symptoms to others. So yeah, that's just a range of things you can try. I also, in my meditation each day, ground as well is really helpful. So Polly, thank you for your request for healing and clearing 3 suns.
Yeah, interesting.
Fantastic. And Polly's energy is so graceful. Your guide saying to me, John, how does a graceful being, a graceful human being, survive in these rough, chaotic energies? And this is more focused on the chaotic fear energy that's being pushed and propagated around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I must admit, I didn't know the answer. So I did ask. And they said, John, you talk about this a lot, boundaries. It's creating this really focusing on your strong boundary first of all. So I'm just going to focus on the boundary in the auric field first. If you're able to look within, please, Viviane.
When you talked about her being so graceful, I saw such a beautiful image. I saw this beautiful woman with pink, light pink flowing clothing. Just beautiful.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I feel light pressure on my crown as I connect more into Polly's energy.
Just reinforcing her boundaries. I know I was put off a little bit by this because Polly's put 3 suns in her comment, but I keep being shown the sun and being guys are talking about the sun and asking me, John, how does it, for instance, is the sun graceful, John? Is the sun actually very fragile, very graceful and volatile? And I said, I don't know. I always saw it as this big ball of fire in the sky. And they said, no, this is important for Polly to see the outer boundaries of these flames that burn. Whenever your boundaries are pushed, people they're entitled to feel some of your burn, some of your wrath. And the sun is, well, I don't actually know what is in the center of our sun. I know it's very hot, but it's this plasma-like energy is what your guides were showing me and saying this is the energy that also resides within you, Polly, is a softer, gooey center. So it's relying on on this energy around the outsides of your boundaries that really help protect you and help you maintain this beautiful grace within you. And I just repeated, you might see me move my lips, but not saying out loud as Viviane was talking. And I was saying, and Polly says, I love the sun too. Saying for your boundaries that only energies and entities with Polly's permission, with the highest good, love and compassion can see you, access you, or exist within your space or within you, and that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. And sorry, Viviane, if you like, I interrupted you.
No, you didn't. But I felt like this light pressure on top of my crown, and it started moving to this here to the jawline. And then when you were talking about the sun again, I saw that as also sunlight, like the brightness of the sun hitting the top of my head and going down my face.
Lovely.
And then I heard, yes, boundaries.
boundaries. How many should I have? Boundaries. Please try. I'm just typing to Polly. Please try these meditations. Yeah, so there's my 14-day spirit guide meditation challenge will help you with every meditation right from the start. Really work on creating strong boundaries. So yeah, I hope that helps you, Polly. Lovely. Love the themes of today. Who's next to choose?
It's my turn now. Okay, Jules Pauling. Let's see. I just want to post that real quick to the comment cheating. Look at my eyes.
Yeah, let me just remember off the top of my
I
head.
wrote it. I'm just gonna post.
I admire your organization.
Yeah, I wrote the name. That's all.
I have the sort of organization that allows me to schedule and write a song every day, but can I remember any of the lyrics? No.
Okay, yeah, I just posted the link on my channel here so that Polly has it for your meditations. And right, I'm gonna go ahead and
Wow, 97 requests.
yeah, wow. Lovely. Okay, Michelle Sullivan, please say hi in the chat. To let us know you're here.
Michelle Sullivan, let us know if you're here. Yes, you're here. Fantastic.
Thank you, Emily, saying 97 is crazy.
Yes, no, 98. Thanks, Emily. May I please have a message from my guides, Zed, and a clearing if needed? Okay.
Okay.
I'm just drawn immediately to your heart. Something around your heart that's constraining your heart chakra. I'm seeing a vertical band. What is this? And just above the heart to just below. Archangel Raphael, does this serve Michelle's highest good? It's got a very straight answer. No, no, it doesn't. Just going to take this off. A really curious, flat and wide band. It does feel organic, not very sentient though. Archangel Michael, please return this to source or never return here again. I'm just asking Michelle's guide what this is or was. Sometimes when the heart's taking on too much. Oh, either we will form our own protection around our hearts, close our hearts, or something can attach to our hearts. And this was the first of the three. This was you forming a protection around your heart. And I just simply, rather than get too carried away in, why it was there, how it was formed, I just simply asked at the start, did it serve your highest good? And the short answer was no. No, certainly not any longer. It may have served a purpose earlier. So I've removed that. What did you find?
It's interesting. I was drawn to the heart too, and then on looking, I had a view of like I'm above the heart, and I saw an energy around it. It looked like when you look at the weather, radar, and there's something. It's moving clockwise around.
Like sweeping
heart.
around.
Yeah, energy around the heart. Yeah. Yeah, just like a radar image.
Is it still there?
Yes.
It's so curious. I'll ask you if this is created by Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a scanning, it's an energetic scan around, a self-scanning around the heart chakra.
I heard self-defense.
Yeah, really fascinating. Michelle can create these, we all have capability of creating or at very least delegating some of our consciousness to
Mm-hmm.
other matter or energy. And your heart's really gifted, Michelle. You can generate lots of these different tools and uh, mechanisms for protecting yourself.
Mm.
And this is so that's two we found. One was, no longer serving your highest good. You're ready to release that. But the scanning one, it does seem is part of your superpower.
Mm.
It does cause the scanning will fatigue. It is a fight or flight response. So if it's running for months and months, it will cause fatigue. So I'm just asking your heart if it's feeling safe enough to calm and relax. Yeah, you can do. I'm just talking to your heart, Michelle. You can do. Michelle says I do spin often, usually clockwise. I must say, that's fantastic.
Mm.
You can do this intentionally as well, consciously. So you could do a scan first thing in the morning, and then
Mm-hmm.
allow your heart to settle, and then do a scan at the end of the day. You can also scan yourself ad hoc, and just placing your hand on your heart and asking yourself um, to relax, ask your heart to relax or to scan. Set that intention in your heart will work with you. Yeah, really powerful gift.
Yeah, he was clockwise, moving clockwise when I what I saw too. And she's also asking for a guide message too.
Mm.
Quick.
Yeah, this message to look after that powerful heart of yours. Your guide's saying this feels more educational for me and for the 72 people in the live stream, uh, is that our hearts are capable of not just Michelle's. Many hearts are capable of creating and these tools, functions, and mechanisms, and that just to bring your conscious awareness to this, it's a very beautiful, powerful gift you have, Michelle. And I saw with the spinning often and usually clockwise is that when if you're overactive with the gift, it can start to dominate your behaviors more, and so bringing your conscious awareness to it more and using your free will. These are the most powerful ways for you to really yield these abilities. But yeah, just starting really, really simple, just talking to your heart and asking with simple functions such as scanning will be a really great start. But your guides, if I didn't say it, your guide's message was look after that beautiful heart of yours, which is a lovely message.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I heard know your power, and you're just talking about that. So yeah, know your power. That you have this power. And then I saw when I heard that I saw an image. I saw your silhouette, and then the heart inside of you expanded to, you know, over your whole silhouette, just grew. And yeah, know your power. That you have this amazing power. So yeah, hope this helped you, and thanks so much for your question.
Beautiful. Keep it simply simple. Got it. Love it. Thank you both. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is your
Whose
turn
turn?
now?
You looked. I saw you look.
Yeah, look. I'm bad today. I'm not remembering. I have to
Let me
cheat.
guess. Fantastic.
Don't let that fear make you run and hide. Just listen
Because I can remember what I need to have a whole list today. Things to do.
cross-space and time reunited in this fire split.
Right.
Okay, Bernadette, let us know if you're here. And also, I did remember from Dream you're expecting a baby, so best of luck with your within your arrival, your imminent arrival. Bernadette, let us know if you're here. Bernadette, are you here? And you're asking about your current relationship and healing. Are you here? There we go.
Okay, great.
You couldn't make it up. I would say literally every time I type it, someone's message just gets in above.
It's magnetic.
That's right.
What type? Let's see. I type Ewan McGregor. I want you to chop your right. Sorry.
Well, good luck. Yeah, good. Just, you can put whatever you want in the chat.
All right.
Okay. On your message, Bernadette, I got this clear message. If you truly loved yourself, would you want more for yourself? So it feels very much that it's a task that, first of all, is to reflect on your own levels of self-love at this time, self-respect, and your own boundaries. And if you're holding those in high regard, where does this relationship fit into that? It fully answers your question, and it feels it's a good test for all of us, including me. Right? If I'm in if I'm really loving myself, would I love the relationship that I'm in?
Yeah.
Did my internet break up there?
When I told him, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Bernadette just says, "Yeah, yes, I would." Okay. Have you done anything on the healing, Viviane?
No, but when I tuned into her energy and the relationship energy, I saw the heart turned upside down. So of course that was not a good energy related to this relationship. Not a good feeling, and then I felt tightness in my chest.
I'm just doing a scan across Bernadette. Yeah, there's a pulling. Wow, and Bernadette saying, "I feel drained and exhausted. His insecurities and traumas are just too much to bear. I have my own stuff I'm going through." What I see from across your body, Bernadette, is your heart is drawing energy from the other aspect, like all the other aspects of your body, into your heart, just to keep your heart going. And as I'm saying those words, I feel that it's, even our Western medical science may describe some of these type behaviors that when one organ's struggling, like the heart or lungs, that one or the other will take over to help. That's a really powerful warning sign, a red flag for you. I'm just talking to your heart and saying, encouraging your heart. It's your free will, Bernadette, and it's your heart's free will I'd really encourage you to just let go of this burden that you hold upon yourself. It's you won't be able to sustain this much longer. And your heart's saying, but if I let this process go of trying to conserve all your energy for your heart, then you're letting him go. And yeah, this is important for you to really consider now. You know, there's a reason why it's not the first reading we've done for you, and I think we've done them for your relationship before. But there's a reason why you're selected, right? Why you're randomly selected, and the universe says, "Hey, Bernadette, it's time for your messages," and these are strong messages for you.
Yeah.
That it's important to make a decision. And I can see you placing your hand on your heart. If you chose to, you could say with your hand on your heart, it's time that we let this one go. And you're not talking about Bernadette, you're talking about a relationship that is hurting you. How about you, Viviane?
Yes, and as you said that, I saw the movement of the hand touching the heart and then pushing this energy away, pushing that energy that is not good for her away from the heart. And I saw, well, after seeing the heart upside down, I was drawn to the left side of like her torso. Would be, yeah, close to the heart. There's felt something heavy there. She's saying, I'm terrified of being alone. I have no family here, and I have kids and medical issues.
It is really tough. The only advice I can offer, Bernadette, is we have to be prepared to be by ourselves, to be happy and healthy. And you know, loneliness is a really, I've definitely been lonely in my life, and it's a very difficult emotion to be in, alone in relationships, alone in crowds, alone in families. And yeah, your chronic pain, that those you mentioned injections in your spine. There's, as you said, there's a lot going on in your body, and a lot of it is connected to this. It's not fair to just for me to just say it's all about the person that you're in a relationship with. It's not them, right? It's you. It's you being able to let them go and not be dependent on them for your own care. And that you have to learn to put yourself first. This is the lesson, the really hard lesson that you're being put through at this time. Your soul wants you to learn this lesson and wants to grow through this. And it's often the hardest, the thing that you fear the most, that is the likely solution to face. And know as soon as you make that decision, things will get a lot easier. The first reaction I see from your body is saying, well, if we're going to let them go, that's great. That would have a huge difference to your health if you were to make that decision. But it's totally your free will choice. You get to choose.
I felt a cool sensation on my back as you said that about her releasing this person, and she says she's doing the opposite. She's caring financially. Yeah, you have to put yourself first.
Mhm. Okay. Well, I hope it helps you, Bernadette. Was there anything else, Viviane?
I just sent because she asked for healing. I just sent healing energy to the green healing energy light through her body and grounded the energy.
Great. Our pleasure. Well, that brings us up on time today. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your 102 requests and
Yeah.
79 of you. Yeah, please do. I'd encourage you all, as we heard at the start of today's session, please do adopt if it feels right for you, a regular grounding practice, walking barefoot on the ground and releasing into earth what no longer serves you, and drink as much water as it feels right for you, and also to focus on your self-care, your self-love, and your boundaries. If you want to practice some of the same meditations I do each day to keep, at very least, as sane as I am, um, if there's a scale of sanity somewhere, I'm sure I'm on it. Yeah, here's my free meditations. And you can also, if Viviane or I's work resonates with you, you can book either of us individually. We are available on, just look at the website links in the description of each live stream. So thank you so much, everyone. And I will bring our session to an end. So thanking our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source and Gaia, and every soul that's participated in today's session. Asking everyone to step outside the session bubble, and you can remain in your individual protected bubbles for as long as you choose, and for as long as they serve your highest good. As I tidy up our session and return it to Source, never return here again. And sip, sip. And we look forward to seeing you all again on Thursday. Actually, I'm back tomorrow doing my fifth dimensional ascension class. So it's a class tomorrow's shadow work. How exciting. And it starts an hour earlier than this one. So the 5D ascension classes are 1 hour. You can turn up for free and practice some of the very foundations of the work we do today. So I hope that helps you on your journeys. And there's also a playlist that I recently posted on my page of all of the 5D ascension classes. It's my way of being able to give back, especially to those who can't afford my training courses. So look forward to seeing you then. 3:30 UK time, which will be 10:30 Eastern time, which is 7:30 Pacific time. Yes, I'm so clever. Asked me to repeat it. Great. Well, thank you so much, Viviane. Oh, and I didn't do this at the beginning. Thank you, Viviane. Woohoo!
Oh, yes.
Into another live stream. We did it.
Thank you. Yes, no, thank you. My pleasure to be here. It's a wonderful experience.
Oh, thank you. And please take good care of yourselves, everybody. And we'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow, and we're back together here on Thursday. Thank you, everyone. Sending love. Bye.